you, Cara. Vanessa, also come up, a Diamond Pearl Elite from Brazil.
I'm here to tell the story of how Tahitian Noni juice literally saved my life. In 2003, I fell. Okay, a lot of people fall. But for me, I already had 2 back surgeries behind me, fibromyalgia, arthritis everywhere, generalized anxiety disorder. You guys would have freaked me out. Depression, and now degenerative disc disease that made for me walk like this. High heels were out of the question. I then began seeing specialists who cut me, poked me, injected me, burned me, and put me on 14 different prescriptions. And those were killing me. Blood transfusions, you name it. And one day, in 2006, at the pain center, the ultimate place that you could go for pain, the gentleman, the doctor, the practitioner told me, Cyndi, this is the best it's ever gonna get. Ew. That same night, God bless my husband, I love you, darling, my high school sweetheart, 33 years, put up with that. I feel really bad about this, but he was so excited because he's gonna retire soon. I was devastated. I was this close to losing my job because of disability. I'm a career counselor in a high school, a blessing, truly. But who wants a drug-addicted counselor? My photo at school, I'm like this. It was awful. That was my life, and this is the best it's gonna get. So that night, while Scott went to bed, I had a plan. I'd use those 14 medications and just end it all. Sorry. And it embarrasses me greatly to tell you all this, but thank God, an inner voice said, wait a minute, what about me? So painfully I got on my hands and knees, took me about a half an hour, and I prayed, and it was just, do what I say, I will take care of everything. So I did. That very next day I waddled myself to Costco, loaded up my cart with $300 worth of glucosamine, vitamins, chondroitin, I don't know what it was. And I stood there at this store. And this complete stranger came up to me, bent down next to where I was standing and said, that's phony Noni. Make sure what you take is in the physician's desk reference guide for non-prescription drugs and dietary supplements and herbs. And she walked away. Good thing, because I thought she was a Fruit Loop. And I still stood there. Cross the brain comes, go find her. This will take care of everything. But I didn't. I stood there and I fought with him. Okay, I finally went over there. And this woman, a complete stranger, tells me the story of this wonderful man who had the stinky, smelly fruit that did wonderful things. And with her was her mother, who had COPD, who was off oxygen and walking around this gigantic store. A few months earlier, I'd lost my own mother to COPD, who would have killed to walk in Costco and not have oxygen. See, that's where I thought I was headed, a life of total nothingness. And that's why it frightened me when I heard that was the best it was going to get. That empowered me. That was October of 2007. Excuse me, 2006. In 2007, I walked into the pain center and fired my neurologist. I handed him all 14 medications, including that Drylgesic patch that I changed at one time every night at 6 p.m. And those 4 Vicodin that I took that didn't take the pain away, it just made me a freak. All of those anti-inflammatories, hundreds of thousands of of anti-inflammatories. And he said, Cyndi, this is impossible. But what are you doing? What do you attribute this to? And I said, dude, I told you 3 months ago I was taking noni juice. Yeah, well, I thought that was a placebo effect. But obviously it's not. So he sat with me for an hour and asked me questions. And he said, girl, you've got to go sell this stuff. So, woohoo! I whip out my materials and I'm like, dude. And he went, oh, you don't understand. I need people to be in pain or I don't have a business. His business was killing me, right? What if that complete stranger had not told me about Tahitian Noni juice? Where would I be today, guys? Certainly not here with high heels on. Go tell the story.
Cyndi Lowe. Now we'll hear from Jupara Meneses. Jupara Meneses.
Olá! Estão me ouvindo bem? Primeiro eu gostaria de agradecer muito a oportunidade de estar aqui.
First, I would like to thank the opportunity to be here.
Agradecer a todos os grandes líderes do Brasil que estão sentados aqui pela honra de ter aceitado a minha presença.
And to thank the Brazilian leaders and for the honor that he has for being here with them.
Gostaria de me desculpar por não saber falar inglês.
I apologize that I can't speak English.
Eu sou do Brasil.